Hello everybody, this is Pitch Gold Black here, and welcome to the third instalment of Pitch Gold Black Live, I guess you would call it, what that is, basically. Yeah, today I'm going to be commentating on the first 3 episodes of The Abominable Snowmen. I'm not going to be doing anything whilst listening to the episodes or anything like that, while watching one of the episodes or watching the episodes in terms of episode 2 of The Abominable Snowmen and everything like that. I'm just going to be sitting here eating a pizza, listening to The Abominable Snowmen, drinking Magners, eating a pudding, that kind of thing, and just commentating on it generally. Before we get into that, I feel like I need to address some YouTube things very briefly. Recently, I was working on a sort of Great Intelligence 50th anniversary sort of season review on the target novelization of The Abominable Snowmen, The Web of Fear, The Forgotten Son, and Night of the Intelligence. All of these reviews I was going to do in celebration of the 50th anniversary of the Great Intelligence. However, I made a major fuck up with that. What happened is that I thought the 50th anniversary of the Great Intelligence was on the 25th of October, and it's actually on the 30th of September, so I've missed that completely, and that's sort of why I'm coming to you today commentating on the first 3 episodes of The Abominable Snowmen in one big live stream to sort of make up for that. And as you may or may not know, I've also recently been involved in, I guess we'd call it, a bit of drama with 2 YouTubers, and I spoke very wrongly about it in previous live stream, which was my Mega Crusaders commentary, and I just want to say I apologize about that. This sort of drama itself, if you would call it that, which is pretty much it is, has been going on, I guess we'd say, since December last year. So pretty much right after Dimensions 2016. And everything that I've sort of said about those 2 people in particular over the past couple of months, I take all of that back, and I apologize greatly to anybody that I've affected with all of those accusations I've thrown out, and everybody that I've sort of affected by talking about that. And I apologize for my immature comments that I have left on your videos if I even affected you about this whole drama as a whole. Is there any justification as to why I did this? I have come to terms a lot recently by talking privately with one of these YouTubers. I still hold back some, not all, but some of my opinions on the other one. But I've come to terms with a lot of things recently, and I was wrong in doing all of this sort of drama. Is there any real sort of justification for why I did it? No, not really, but well, there's an indirect sort of justification, but I'll just talk about that briefly. I'm not going to go into specific details, as this is extremely personal, and I've only ever directly told one online person about this sort of whole thing. And I'm not going to say what it is personally because it's extremely personal, but basically it's been something I've been hiding for 4 years now. So pretty much so it's a little older or a little younger than the length of the Doctor Who videos on this channel, just to get a bit of scope. And that's been affecting me quite a bit. I'm not going to go into specific details or anything like that, as it is extremely personal, but I feel that you guys should know or should have an explanation as to why I did all of that drama. I know it's no real justification for what I did, but it is an indirect justification in my opinion, and I apologise to everybody. And I was going to say something else, but I've honestly completely forgotten. But I think I have covered everything that I wanted to in this introduction. But on to the good stuff, commentating on the Abominable Snowmen. So I'm going to be listening to the soundtracks of episodes 1 and 3 in this episode, interspliced with the surviving, or the watching of the surviving episode, episode 2. Yeah, I'm going to be commentating on all of that today, and in another part I will commentate on the final 3 episodes. And I was also going to say that my channel is in a little bit of a pickle at the moment. I have been sort of taking a break from YouTube, as you know, sort of finding the way forward for my channel, and I have decided to continue with my channel. So that's why I'm sort of doing sort of 3 commentaries instead of just the one in this video, to sort of make up for all of that. And I'm sort of figuring my way forward with YouTube. As I said, it is in a bit of a pickle with me missing out on the reviews on all of those, but nobody works into future videos. And I'm also pretty certain that the Skulls General Reviews Month Event 2 is no longer happening, and I am going to be doing all of the videos that I planned for then, just when I've got sort of my head around and sort of unpickled myself from YouTube. And before we finally get onto the Abominable Snowmen commentary, I also want to plug the fact that I rebooted my music channel. I started this music channel a couple of months ago, made a couple trial test videos on it, and I never really continued with it. But recently I rebooted it, and hopefully whenever I get my sort of head around sort of YouTube and stuff at the moment, I will be doing more videos on it. That new channel is dedicated to music. It is called Floydian, and I will be linking it in the description down below in this sort of live stream sort of commentary. And I recently rebooted it by unboxing this lovely vinyl box set of David Gilmour. So if you're interested in that, link in the description to my music channel. I've blabbered on long enough. Time to commentate on the Abominable Snowmen. All right, here we go. All right, title sequence has started. Yeah, Abominable Snowmen has always been one of my favourite Doctor Who stories of all time, I would say, personally. Probably my third favourite at this point. I'm not going to be doing anything during this commentary, so just eating pizza and listening to Snowmen. Such an atmospheric opening. So good. So yeah, I've always preferred this story over to the Web of Fear, in my opinion. I sort of will detail that more in my Night of the Intelligence review, I do believe. But yeah. Yeah, I've always preferred the Abominable Snowmen over the Web of Fear, in my opinion. I've always just felt that the Web of Fear was the weaker story out of the bunch that there were. I thought it was off my Hangouts there for a second. But yeah, I always thought the Web of Fear was the weakest story out of the two, and I always found the Web of Fear slightly overrated, in my opinion. Both are fantastic, but Abominable Snowmen edges it for me. Ham and pineapple. It's just whatever my mum gave me. Because I'm a freeloaner. Whatever it is, it's nice to see it again. No doxer. Oh, good for you, Jamie, for a set of bagpipes. Yeah, and I'm not playing any audio because I don't want to get copyright struck. I know I'm not being sponsored. And don't worry, I'm of age. Yeah, speaking of ages, I'll be 19 in 19 days, funnily enough, from the time this is being broadcasted. It really does in a surviving episode look beautiful in the fur coat. The ring of the division bell, had we go along the road, along down the causeway, we still flag unfurled. I probably fucked up the lyrics, but this one for your Pink Floyd fans. Plug. I'm probably not the only one that, I hope I'm not the only one that thinks this, but I always found Jamie to be a tiny bit of an overrated companion. He's good, and I like his sort of dialects and stuff. He's like, oh, big hairy beastie, his sort of Scottishness. But I do find he can get a bit grating at times, but still, good companion. Do they let lassies into monasteries? So this story still has a bit of that gender inequality from the 60s, even though this was broadcast in 67, and I think the gender equality thing came about earlier than that. Could be wrong. Maybe it was 1969. Probably was. I'm looking up, so I'm eating pizza. Just in case what you're wondering I'm looking at, I am looking at this beautiful postcard I picked up on holiday. Bunch of puffins, or puffinus as it is in Latin. With no context, that sounds so wrong. Can we come too? Did I really just make that joke? I'm still young at heart. Well, I'm mature at heart. Doctor, can we come too? Yes, Victoria. Nice big orgy. So yeah, I've always liked this story of the Web of Fears. I just felt it had more atmosphere somehow. But I know the London Underground and whatnot is all sort of shut down and stuff in Web of Fear, but London Underground is still one of those locations where you sort of feel watching at home is like, oh, if something goes wrong, they'll be able to find somebody. Like, say, for instance, if you fall over and break your ankle on the track or something like that, you'll probably be electrocuted. But let's say you will, you'll probably be able to get somebody to help you up. And I know that Web Fear had these sort of whole London Underground sort of shut off, but to me, the Abominable Snowmen just had so much more atmosphere by literally having the Doctor, Jamie and Victoria, literally in the middle of fucking nowhere, with like no help other than the monastery nearby, pretty much in the middle of nowhere, just no help whatsoever nearby. And yeah, it also just adds to it because if I remember right, all you can hear in this is just wind and no music. I don't remember there being any music at all in the Abominable Snowmen, just ambient sound effects, which gives it even more atmosphere, in my opinion. Obviously, of what? The guy's face you're fucking? Well, if she is a fucking guy, it'll probably be Harry Williams Productions, knowing how much he loves her. That's really inappropriate, actually, considering Deborah Watling died recently. I'll take that back. Sorry, Harry. Yeah, of course you would. I would have to find out what it is first. There's a recipe for disaster, Doctor. Yeah, why is he even carrying the rucksack? Instead of just he walks up to the gates of the monastery and he's carrying the rucksack. Is it the rucksack he found at the campsite, which I think it is, or is it the one with the Ganter in it? Or was it both? Just had one rucksack, so. Adds even more atmosphere just to have that creepy door sound effect there. Not quite the cat dying like sound effect I just made there. Which probably sounds like Hillary Clinton on her period. Damn, this ice cream really got mature quick. Got a bit of ham stuck to my gums there. Again, another wonderful door sound effect. Also loved how they snuck up behind you with no noise whatsoever. Probably just a jump cut on video. I heard rumours a while ago that they had found the Abominable Snowmen, but I'm completely disregarding that now because, I mean, they would have announced it with the 50th anniversary a couple of weeks ago now, wouldn't they? Like they did with Power. Of the Daleks. Why won't you listen to me? Patrick Jones is kind of adorable as a doctor, in a way. Hello, Yui. Any of you heard that? That was my dad. Well, in a big cave. Was it a caveman, Jamie? What was it? What have you found? What have you found, Jamie? What have you found? Or was it a plank of wood? Or plonker? Or planker? So you found a mine shaft in Minecraft or something now? Jamie! Is it a guy that you're still... No, I'm not going to make that joke. Was that some religious imagery right there? Sealing a boulder off of a commentary, sealing a cave with a boulder. Because wasn't Jesus Christ like supposedly buried in a cave and then had a boulder put over it? Is that like some religious imagery right there or something? Which would make sense because considering this is a very religious story. Just food for thought. Of course you are, you tiny little midget. Cosmic hobo. $100-foot drop window. That just reminded me of, I think it's called Adam and Merc, episode 2, where the your movie sucks.org guy and his friend is commentating over planet Earth and the little baby chick jumps off the cliff. Don't know why that reminded me of that, but still. How did you track me down? Your search history. Yes, I would definitely say if I didn't use incognito, my search history would be weird. Giggity. Maybe Travis has just seen his Yeti in the wrong place, if you know what I mean. I love how on that postcard a puffin is just staring at me like, why? Just why did you say that? And another one is just looking away disdainfully. But why me? Whoever killed your friend must have had enormous strength. Was it Toberman? Croissant will find out. Arguing with two llamas, Ring Chen and Sappan. I, honest to God, thought he was talking about the animals there for a second, and then I just realised a split second later. Llamas with Hats is such a fucking good series on YouTube. Even though I hate animated things in general, but Llamas with Hats is good. Carl! Carl, there's a Patrick Troughton playing his recorder in our house! Carl! 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 Yeah, he may also be your long lost granddad. No. Oh, that gong there just adds so much more atmosphere. Boom. Oh, and they're chanting as well, just... Oh. Consult the abbot. If the abbot today was Donald Trump, I reckon a lot of people wouldn't consult him, they would insult him. Fucking fake tan covered Bob the Builder lookalike. Bob the Builder lookalike? No. He is Bob the Builder. I mean, he wants to build that fucking wall, for goodness sake. Oh, that just made me think of such a good album. The Wall. Pink Floyd. There's this magnificent remix on YouTube of Donald Trump singing "On a Brick in the Wall." It's amazing. I've just realised I've barely talked about Doctor Who in this episode. Not a section. JB is coming back! Was it Donald Trump? Donald Trump. Donald Trump wearing a fur coat. A drunk Donald Trump wearing a fur coat. And that's the end of episode 1. Right, I'm just going to try and call up the second episode on my computer now. Sorry, just dusting flour off my hands because I'm masturbating. Yeah, let's just see if I can get up episode 2 really quick. But yeah, fantastic opening episode. Just so much atmosphere to it. Really builds up the story nicely. And yeah, fantastic opening episode. And it ends with a drunk Donald Trump wearing a fur coat attacking Jamie and Victoria. What more could you want? This live stream has been so random so far. I apologise for that, but then again, it's been fun, and I hope you guys are having fun as well. Is this going to load? Come on. Maybe I should watch My Little Pony instead. Actually, never mind. Screw my big computer. I'm just going to watch it on my Chromebook and hope that my Hangout doesn't cut out or gets hacked by Mondasian Monster. Starts talking about child porn or something. But that's what he does. And he's really into oral as well, from what I've heard. So shouldn't really be saying this sort of stuff when my dad is on the same floor as me. But anyways, Abominable Snowmen. Episode 2, Daily Motion. Fantastic surviving episode. This has a great sort of commentary to it on the Lost in Time DVD by Liberal Watling. We really wish the rest of it was found sometime. But yeah, I've got it up on Daily Motion and I'm about good to go. Oh, there, just load. Right, here we go, it's loaded. Here we go. Title sequence. I reckon Daft Punk will make a fucking amazing remix of the Doctor Who theme tune. Pink Floyd already did it with the track One of These Days when they covered it partway through the song. But yeah, imagine Daft Punk covering the Doctor Who theme tune. That would be killer. One more time. Run from Donald Trump. Just knock its wall down. I'll do that. There's his claw. It's used it for a lot of bricklaying. Broke it like a piece of wood. So it was a drunk Donald Trump on steroids wearing a fur coat. Oh, little pyramid they found. Illuminati. Illuminati confirmed, guys. Illuminati confirmed. It's a 6-part story as well. So 3 sides on a triangle. Illuminati confirmed. We covered in the 1980s as well this episode. Number 9, multiple of 3. Illuminati confirmed. How many main characters are there in this story? The Doctor, Jamie and Victoria. Illuminati confirmed. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, I wonder what you are. Are you going to save Jamie and Victoria from the Donald Trump on steroids drunk on wearing fur coat?
No. Oh, well. First things first. What's your name? Tommy. You must come with me.
Tommy looks like me actually in this episode. I've just realised that.
Nobody seems to want to listen to them, and everyone is jumping to the wrong conclusions. Now you seem to be a reasonable sort of chap.
I am.
We are besieged, but yet you have turned upon us. At least that is what we thought until I turned up. I see. Every time I visit death, the monastery seems to be in some sort of trouble or other. You have been here before. That attack in 1630, what was the outcome? You know something of our history. So little. That was also a dark period. It was then a holy gunpowder.
Such a good performance.
Oh dear. Mind, I'm sure it'll turn up again. legend tells us so, but after this chap Travers. What of him? So there is no time to talk. His song will be angry.
Ah, yes. He may be angry, but he's not the Abbot. No, I don't think you'll find the Abbot will be angry when he sees what I brought with me.
What do you mean? Show me.
I want you to help me to get this to the Abbot.
Why this delay? Seize him. Take him.
Why this delay? Because we were hiding from your phallic hat. Seriously, that guy's got the most phallic of hats. But there's a big wang sticking out of it. Am I being racist against Tibetan culture for disregarding their hats? No, I don't think so. No, I'm not. The ring of the division bell had begun. Bow down to it. Bow down to it, me. That's it. Look at it. And now wait 21 years for the Endless River.
Victoria, the TARDIS is that way.
I know, but we must warn the Doctor.
Look, Cameron, we don't know where he is. Run!
Run from the Donald Trump. Run from the podgy, belly-shaking Trump. It's got such good camera work in this. Like, there's a shot right now of where the monks are like exiting from a sort of area, and it's like halfway along the corridor, and the camera's at one end of the corridor. Such amazing direction.
The time for talk is past.
The Abbot must...
The Abbot. Must I always consult the
I've just had a thought here. Why do some of the Tibetans in this have facial hair and why some of them don't? Did Tibetans have the technology of shaving back then? I don't know.
Let me see your hand. Don't worry.
Oh, such good performances.
I shall find the Yeti, with or without help. You can't possibly leave. Can't I? You'll be quite safe here, and I know where you are. I'm going. Now, don't worry. The monks won't harm you. They're men of peace. Men of peace?
Men of peace?
You are asking us to agree to murder. No. Our hands will be clean.
After deliberately using him as bait, you cannot be so ruthless.
Sapphire, I believe that this man is for some reason trying to turn
This guy's got this.
savage creatures.
But what proof is there?
You'll heard
I don't know his name, but he's got like this really weird mustache where he's got like two almost Hitler mustaches, like just side by side his lips, like that. It's weird. Yeah, as I said, did they have the technology of shaving back then?
And my warriors will be waiting.
But if he is innocent...
My warriors will protect him. Bisong, there may be wisdom in what you say.
Croissant, that's it.
Is that you wait until... No! I have done with waiting.
I have done with waiting. That is terrible English. I have done with waiting. Also, England is my city. I just really made that reference. Fuck's sake. It's a cool statue you got up there. Like, who does shit like that?
Forgive me. Tommy,
Tommy.
you know well that only I may enter here. What is this? Where did you get this? Is it not? That was lost. It is.
That scared me. The voice of Padma Sambhav just was like, whoa! Such atmosphere to his voice. It just adds to the atmosphere of his story. His fucking voice just, oh, so creepy.
It is the master, Padma-sambhava.
Padma-sambhava.
Do not be afraid. Answer.
Stranger brought it, master.
That dog. So he has returned. Such good line delivery by Wolfie Morris. Fucking love it. Bring the gunter to me, my son of a bitch. Both of you. Do not be afraid. Tommy. So creepy. Love it.
Watch from the window there. Get up, you the other window.
And now we cut to 50 Shades of Grey with Patrick Troughton, all tied up on a door. With a guy with a rather phallic hat and a big, long, thick stick in front of him. Things are going to get kinky.
Innocent or guilty, whatever's been killing your months might very well kill me.
You are innocent. And let us hope that we will have the time to rest.
Pudding! Oh, saviour of the dinner time! Doom, doom, doom. Yeah, I was working in Marks and Spencer's today because I'm doing that nowadays, and these were all 2-packs, reduced to $1.95 each. How about that?
I think we've shaken it off.
Have we?
I think we've shaken it off.
Come on, can't be much further.
Just keep running, because you never know when Donald Trump's going to return.
Something's coming, come on.
I can take a big bite.
Hey, who's telling you? What
Big motherfucking bite.
We're on our way to the monastery.
Are you indeed?
Ooh, look at that.
You're a strange pair to find roaming around these mountains. You aren't anything to do with that newspaper fella, I suppose.
What do you mean?
Well, he says he's a doctor, but I know what he's really after.
Have you seen him?
Oh, yes, I've seen him. Is he all right? Oh, yes, he's quite all right. So, you're going to the monastery, are you? Good. I think you'll find those llamas have quite a welcome waiting for you.
Carl!
Oh, I wouldn't go that way if I were you. Wouldn't you?
There's something up there.
A great hairy beastie.
Where?
Carl, there's a Padma-sambhava in our house.
Have you found their cave?
What? I didn't let him in. Carl, I saw you let him in by opening your mouth like an unhinged snake.
I know that you and that doctor fella are after the Yeti.
Yeti?
Carl!
Talking about?
You trying to tell me you're
Damn, this is a good dessert.
Expedition?
We're not part of anything. We're just visiting the monastery.
But the cave.
Look, if you're that keen to tangle with that
What, the
beastie, I'll
cave?
show you where the
Illuminati
cave is.
confirmed, guys. So if the Illuminati travels with the Illuminati, was then there with the Illuminati period. Illuminati period.
All right, come to me.
Pyramid.
Tell me, my son, is the doctor alone?
Yes, master.
We are grateful for the return of the Holy Gun. The doctor is our friend. He must be treated with respect and kindness. Tommy, you will go to Crisol. Tell him the abbot orders the release of the dog. Go now. Remember, these words were spoken by the abbot here. You will forget that you have entered this room, or that you have spoken to me.
He's walking forward so carefully, it looks like he's gliding like a Dalek. Oh, and that camera work, the way the camera follows him and watches him close the door, it's just amazing. I love the camera work in this episode. Like that camera angle right there of the back of his head, that's so good. Who directed this? And the way the camera goes into the veil of Padmas. Oh, Padmasambhava. Director Gerald Blake. Gerald Blake, you fucking nailed it. Get on!
Somebody's coming! Grison, the Yeti! Oh no! Jamie! Victoria! Keep back! Keep back! They'll kill you! Keep away! Get away!
You see, I was right.
Grison! It was all a mistake. I've been talking to these youngsters. I'm sorry, this is not the man that attacked me.
See,
Hey, what's going on? I told you to keep away. He's led you into a trap. No, Doctor, believe me.
who are these people?
They're friends of his.
Then they shall act as hostages also.
Grison!
Where have you been?
With the Abbot. Yes,
The Abbot, I gave you no
But
instructions.
Grison, we must release him. This stranger has brought back to us the holy Gunter that was lost. We must treat him with respect and kindness. These are the words of our Abbot.
Is this true?
Of course.
Then why did you not tell me?
You'd already accused me of murder. You hardly in the right frame of mind to listen to my story of how I came myself. Now, where are you? Oh, please.
And early climax. No 50 Shades of Grey for the Doctor. Early climax. Was that a pun? Delay your climax today. Durex. Oh, so creepy.
The doctor will not go.
His life. He has been it would be if the life of such a one became.
So you found this in the cave?
It was in a big Illuminati pyramid.
No idea.
It's one of many eyes.
Oh, it's huge and all covered with hair, like a sort of bear.
And it said we need to build a wall.
They wouldn't attack him.
I always thought so. Shy, elusive creatures.
Why do you think it's taken me so long to track them down?
Because you were too busy jerking off. Just saying,
I'd
Travis.
like to see one of these creatures.
It was buried under tons of rock, yet it still just got up and came after us.
Like a nightmare.
Now, fear makes us imagine all sorts of things.
Including creatures that don't seem to be flesh and blood.
What?
What's the matter?
Oh, what's he saying?
What is it?
He must have seen it. Oh, there they are, lost. Hey, yes,
You must take it in.
Look after all these years.
There's 3 snowmen in this scene as well. Illuminati confirmed once again. Why is my camera around that way? Illuminati confirmed, guys. More snowmen. 3 snowmen. Illuminati confirmed. Illuma Puffin confirmed. Yeah, I've got Puffin drinks, man. So what? Probably looks like I'm having a seizure when I'm burping in this video because of the way I jerk my head. I'm jerking slightly more tonight when on Master Plan later on. It was a joke. Just like the Space Pirates. It was a good way to put you to sleep, the Space Pirates, so I suggest it's not a complete joke. So if you want to go to sleep whilst listening to Doctor Who, I cannot recommend this period blood diarrhea poo stain of a story. Enough.
There is one coming. Aye, one's enough. The others don't seem to be moving.
There's one coming. Oh no, we're gonna go further.
I'm not ready for it yet. Keep it back. That's it. Stand by. Here it comes.
Here he comes.
Now! Right, hold the rope, quick!
Nice sort of movement of the camera there as it just sort of adds a nice bit of sort of chaos to the scene. There's a bee on the head of a stick. Beat the Trumpino on the head of the stick. There's 3 more, and they will continue the war no matter what, because they hate Mexico. We don't need no nachos. We don't need no tequilas. We don't need no sombreros. All I know, it was just another brick in the Mexican border wall. All I know, it was just another brick in Donald Trump's plan. Bam, bam, bam. I'm sorry, I've just got to point this out. I'm sorry, I've just got to point this out. Screen share. Right. Put that into full screen. Isn't the hand of that Buddha statue really inappropriately placed? I mean, just right there. I mean, it's got a ball right there. So has it been like ripping off its testicles or something? I don't know. You guys probably didn't need to hear that, but you guys, because I am sad. Anyways, continuing on with episode 2. Is it pick up the ball? Stare at it for a minute. Put it back down into Buddha's crotch.
Victoria? Doesn't seem to be flesh and blood. What? It's not your abominable snowman either, Travis.
It's Donald fucking Trump!
Metal. What is it?
It's metal. Oh, is it Metallica?
More like a robot. Robot? That chap let her imagination run away with it. Why has it stopped?
So it's not Metallica, is it? Anthrax?
Just a minute.
Black Sabbath, or any of those weird metal bands that I've heard of from Mike Seaton and run at MGA. Or Josh Harmony Home.
Has been.
Good final YouTubers if you're interested. There has been, and just rubs his hand around the rim. I need to stop. This is just getting extreme, this live stream. It really is. I know there's 2 balls are singing to each other. Alright, that's the end of episode 2. On to the third episode. Really good surviving episode. Really wish the rest was alive. I want to say that. I really wish the rest of it was alive. And I know Josh Snares has been recreating the Abominable Snowmen through his recent reconstructions on YouTube, but I believe he hasn't finished it yet at this point, so that's why I'm listening to the audios. Or the audio soundtracks. On to episode 3. There are a lot of tracks in this CD. No, I don't want 23. I want 41. 41? There we go. Should I make a meme channel? I'm tempted to do that, to be honest. Goodness me, the amount of Down syndrome memes there'll be on that channel. That was horrible. Sorry if you have Down syndrome, but that's one case where I would, if this was actually a pre-recorded video, I would edit that out because that is just fucked up. Sorry, one viewer. And if you're my mum, sorry about that even more. Hopefully you're not my mum. Hopefully you're the god of YouTube, TJ Productions or something. No, PewDiePie's not the god of YouTube. He's the god of racist YouTube. No, demonetizing YouTube. That would be an amazing rap beat. Imagine somebody like remixing the noises of the spheres in this story and like have it as a beat to a hip hop song. That would be fucking incredible. I kind of want to do that. It's ridiculous to think in millennial rights, apparently the Great Intelligence was originally meant to use koala bears instead of yetis, apparently, which is just stupid. But then again, most fan wank is a bit silly, especially in Times Champion. This lovely book here. Check out my review, it's awesome. Yes, they're hiding in the mountains next to the Illuminati pyramid and they're building a wall. Travis is just so ridiculously determined in this story. Even though they have found like 3 fake Yeti, he's still determined to find the real ones. That is just dedication right there. Great character. What has she found? Found a dildo? Found that sphere. No, it was a pyramid of spheres, the Illuminati.
Put it down by the Buddha, put it down by the Buddha, put it down by the Buddha. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. No sphere rap song. Put it down by the Buddha, yo! Buddha? I'm thinking of eBay. Buddha. Put it down by the Buddha, put it down by the Buddha, put it down by the Buddha. Now, if you could help us. Shiny round thing. It's not a fucking anal bead, Victoria. Wait a minute, how do I know what anal beads look like? Oh god, I've got exposed. No, is that one YouTuber's episode of FBE episode of Elders React to Sex Toys. That was so entertaining. What am I even talking about anymore? Seriously. My ghost trap will ward off the evil spirits. Ghostbusters! Such a being is against nature, then again isn't so is the devil. And wouldn't the devil create things against nature? Ghostbusters! Harsh words are like blunted arrows. That is a great quote. If I ever meet Fraser Hines again, I'll probably get him to sign the booklet of this soundtrack because it's such a good story. It's obscured by clouds. Never heard of that Pink. Never heard that Pink Floyd album. Traumatized after looking at your mum's. Victoria. The abbot moves slowly out of the room. Look, and the Yeti has 3 claws on the cover. Even more Illuminati confirmed, guys. a relief map. Was it constipation map? Oh no, relief as in the art form. I see. Like relief is when you like sort of take a flat surface, sort of build up with papier mâché and cardboard and stuff to sort of give it a three-dimensional element, so to speak. Yeah, art student. Well, ex-art student. On a tail. Is she a furry? Hope so. But I'll get there somehow. Stubborn old determined Victoria. So creepy, that voice. Just got chills just then. His eyes are not closed in ignorance. That line is just amazing. Once he found out. Shamble away into the night. They came to get their ball back. Or was it just another brick in the wall? Observe. Illuminati confirmed, guys. Another pyramid. The great intelligence, the all-seeing power, guys. Illuminati confirmed. All the all-seeing eye, guys. Well, physical form. So fucking creepy. Pardon you. Nothing must interfere. They came to get that ball back. It's a ballsy move. It's part of the all-seeing eye, guys. Oh my goodness, illuminated confirmed. Illuminated confirmed. No need for you to come. Or like down the dark alley where Jared Fergal lives. You're gonna eat fresh, Victoria, tonight. Eat fresh, bitch. You're gonna get a tuna sub tonight, but backwards. On your face. Grison, you must guard this child. She really likes our collection of sex great roots. A bit too much. It's probably my last burp of the video. I love that illustration in the Abominable Snowmen where it's Trevor's looking into the cave. Oh, pardon me again. This one. Love that illustration so much. Stop. I've told you something. He's gone where? He's gone to Narnia, Victoria. He's gone to see Aslan and stroke his big, furry, long, schlonging, wet mane. So I just had a firework outside. Maybe they're celebrating now I'm back on YouTube, hopefully. Victoria slips quietly out of the cell. And back onto the computer. Back to that. What, they're about to give birth or something? Just the sound effects and stuff in this story just adds so much atmosphere. As I said, I don't think there's like a single bit of music in this story. It's just all atmospheric, ambient sounds and stuff. It's so good. So creepy, just fucking Padmas's voice. Oh. That scream. Just so much creepiness and atmosphere to this story. It's brilliant. Just love it so much. But yes, that was my rather interesting, hopefully, commentary on the first 3 episodes of the Abominable Snowmen, in which I listened to the soundtracks of the first and third and watched the surviving second for the 50th anniversary of this story. But yeah, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and I will be doing the final 3 episodes sometime later this week, hopefully, or sometime in a few days. But yeah, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pitch or live stream, Pitch Cold Black dematerializing.